All right, important question. Have you ever wanted to leave your day job to chase your dreams? Well, at least 2 people are making it happen thanks to a microgrant program that started right here in Seattle. Joining me now are Deng and JD Ricafort, a storyteller and a singer. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks so much for having us, Farah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you are the first ever winners of these Creators Microgrants. It was a program launched in Seattle by someone who a lot of you are familiar with, Dr. Kat Liu, a doctor who left healthcare to then focus on baking. So how has receiving this funding changed your lives? And please tell us your day jobs versus your dream jobs. We'll start with you, JD.
Yeah, so my day job, I used to work in tech, in government tech as a product manager.
Okay.
And over the last couple of years, I had the opportunity to leave that and change careers. And now I'm a pop music artist. I go by the name Super Smack.
Nice.
And I make positive pop rap music about love and self-confidence. And this grant has been it's been such a great opportunity, not just because of the financial support, but also getting to come here for events, getting to meet other people, getting to connect with the Very Asian Foundation, and just realize that there's so many Asian Americans out there who are just making it happen, pursuing their dreams, and just making a positive difference in the world through their own unique art.
Awesome. And I do have this song in my head now after listening to it. Preparation for you coming, which is a good thing, though. Good thing. Chris, how about you?
Yeah, so I'm an oral history storyteller and a writer, and my day job is I make education content in education tech. And you know, I think that so much of my work is legitimizing local histories by everyday people. So I work in Chinatown, Manhattan. I interview everyday people, older adults, families, businesses, and the heart of my work is trying to make sure that their stories are also history too, right? And so a grant like the VAF microgrant really legitimizes what I do, and it lets me know that like these stories matter and that my work matters.
Absolutely. Well, research and pop culture are showing that Asian Americans face barriers when it comes to creative fields. So did you experience barriers like this, and what were they, and how were you able to overcome them?
Oh, yeah. So I think that a lot of the barriers that I face, of course, are also just financial, right? Finding funding for my work and finding folks who are willing to believe in my work and understanding that this is like legitimate and that this is valid and that this sort of history should be studied in schools, it should be in museums. And so that is probably the bulk of the adversity that I face.
Okay, and how about for you, JD?
Yeah, I think like the greatest barrier is just people not being familiar with seeing an Asian American face making the kind of music that I like to make, like positive pop rap music. I think people are used to like, oh, K-pop or particular other genres where they have expectations. But I think that barrier is also like a good opportunity because I feel like I can come into it with a blank slate or a blank canvas and just really make a fresh impression on people because they don't really know what to expect. So, yeah.
And you two are kind of trailblazers of this program. So what would you say to other people who are, considering something like this and want to make this pivot? What would be your words of encouragement for them?
I think I talk to a lot of people and they're worried about chasing their dreams because it feels like a selfish act. But I think if you tie your dream to a cause or a community or a set of values, like spreading self-confidence and joy, then your dream is not a selfish thing, and actually pursuing it is like one of the best acts of service you can do.
It'll help others.
Yeah. I would say that it's really important to find collaborators and a community that you share values with, right? And those are going to be the people who will support you. Those are going to be the people who tell you what opportunities there are, and they'll be there when things get hard.
Okay, how can people learn more about what you two do, and how can they support you?
Yeah, so I recently released a book called A Journey Ahead. You can buy it on my Instagram at HeyCDeng, that's HeyCDeng. And I also just post a lot about local histories and stuff on there.
Wonderful.
Cool. So my artist name is Super Smack. You can find me on Spotify and all socials. I just released my debut album 2 days ago.
Wow.
It's called Booty in the Brain, and it's about body confidence and peace of mind and finding love.
I love that. Awesome. Okay, well, to learn more, the name of the microgrant is the Creators Microgrant Program. You can go to veryasianfoundation.org to learn more, and the next round of microgrants will be opening early next year. So Chris, JD, thanks so much for being here, and keep rising.
Thanks so much for having us.